ad-free picks here from, well, the World Cup today. More for a five-pack here from you here for the games on Thursday. Please join us here Monday through Friday. And, of course, it's great to like and subscribe and set notifications. Be live with us. So when we're on the air, you get the picks in real time and get the best numbers with these plays from our expert handicapper, Paul Legredos here. We'll find them at Tony'sPicks.com. Just to let you know a few things. Our promo code, you can save 20% off all premium pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link you see in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and then get signed up. Also, love to hear from you guys, so post your picks in the comments below. And of course, you can retrieve all of our picks here on our podcast, available on all major platforms. Tony's Picks is the podcast. Just search Tony's Picks in your favorite platform. Every pick in podcast form, every show in podcast form. So if you're commuting, take a listen. Also, visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We're a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links to the top cappers. Get signed up to some of our long-term passes. As you'll see, our plays here for today's action. We got a lot of premium plays on the board for you. Our best bets here. Each capper can release one best bet per sport per day. We see Nick here in action here with a couple of best bets. Brandon in there with some. The Morning Steam team. You'll find Paul here with the World Cup of best bets here. We got best bets here from a total here, as well as one for Friday. So go ahead and get signed up with that. And of course, our $15 pick. Each capper can designate one pick off their card as a $15 pick, just to introduce their service to new and existing customers. So take a look, and many of them put their best bet up there, as Paul does here. They put their best bet as their $15 premium pick to make a really good impression. And right below, you'll find our pick ticker. Each pick, if you'd like to purchase picks a la carte, check out the pick ticker for that. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get this one underway. Let's welcome in Paul Legredos. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. Paul, what's happening today?
Good. Some kind of weird results, I must say. I'm glad I stayed away from picking any kind of side in Germany versus Japan. I did have just a bet, which wasn't an official play, but it was just a bet that I did for myself on Japan, and it won. It was really a really weird, but not so weird. Germany didn't play very well in that match, and Spain, of course, they blasted Costa Rica by 7-0. We had the under 3 in that match. Nobody guessed there was going to be 7 goals in that match. So moving on to tomorrow, and I still have my 2 best bets loaded at the page. One is up for $15, and one is up for full price. Yes, one plays on the sides, one play on the totals, and moving on to tomorrow's matches.
Yeah, tomorrow's matches in Spain. Sometimes they don't score 7 goals in an entire World Cup, right? A defensive-minded team.
Exactly.
All right,
exactly.
Yeah, right. Pepe and all those guys back there are just defending. That's it. Big wall back there. All right, we'll get started here with the World Cup action here with our 5-pack. We're going to get started here. We're joined by Paul Legredos. Pick one. We'll have 2 picks from this game. We'll start with pick 1 here. It'll be Switzerland and Cameroon.
Yeah, the odds on Switzerland are dropping, and I'm not sure why. Yes, Switzerland theoretically have the better team, at least on paper. They made some great wins in the Nations League against Spain and Portugal. However, those were their only wins in their last, in all of the Nations League, actually. They did also beat the Czech Republic. But their defense can be really, let's say, naive at times, and their offense is either going to have a really good day or a really bad day. So it's really just a coin toss when they play, and I'm just not interested in those odds at all. I mean, minus 140 for Switzerland. I mean, Cameroon are a really strong side, and they usually dominate the African Cups. Of course, the competition is way worse than Switzerland, but still, I think Cameroon are underestimated in this case. I'm willing to risk with a draw here at plus 240. I think that neither side, with the presence of Brazil and Serbia in the other, as the other 2 teams in the group, I think that neither of these 2 sides will want to lose their first match of this stage. So I think we'll see a very careful match between the 2 sides. So I like the draw at plus 240.
All right, Paul Legredos, find his best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. World Cup action for Thursday, the early game, 5 a.m. Eastern Time, Switzerland and Cameroon. Pick 1 from this game. He likes the draw. The return, plus 240. All right, let's continue on here about Talk Big Sale here, joined by Paul Legredos. Be sure to like, subscribe, set notifications. We want you guys live with us to get the best numbers from our expert here. We're giving out the picks, Paul Legredos. Let's continue on here with Talk Big Daily. All right, it's now time for pick two from this game, 5 a.m. Eastern time. The early game, Switzerland and Cameroon.
Yeah, as I said, I expect a very careful match between the two sides, and I wouldn't be surprised by a goalless draw, like a 0-0 or a 1-1 draw. So my second pick is the under 2.25 goals at minus 112. That's essentially a split line between the under 2 and the under 2.5. If there's exactly 2 goals, half of our bet is won and half of our bet is a push. I think that's a very safe. It's even safer, of course, to go than the draw. I think there's going to be very, very few goals here. Both sides, again, they're going to be very, very careful in this first match of the group stage. They also what the other teams suffered, so far. So I think we'll see a very, very careful match, especially in that first half. So I like the under 2.25 goals at minus 112.
All right, Paul, look at us. Find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. World Cup action Thursday, the early game, 5 a.m. Eastern time. Switzerland, Cameroon. He likes under 2.25 goals a return, minus 112. Where you guys are tuned to Soccer City. Join us here Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern time. If you're looking for Paul's best bets, find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can check out right now over at Paul. He's got a best bet total of the month right now going on over at Tony'sPicks.com. So get on board with that. Really posting great results here with his best bets, 40, 20, and 7. Last 67 best bets, all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. Of course, he also has a 5 a.m., 8 a.m. Eastern time, $15 World Cup side bet as well of the month. So get on board there. Of course, that's what you want to do is get on board with Paul Legredos here for this World Cup action. And of course, as you scroll, you'll find individual plays there for Paul as well as his long-term passes. So get on board right now with Paul Legredos at Tony'sPicks.com. And you can use that promo code TonyT at checkout and you will save 20% off. All right, let's continue on here with the Soccer Picks Daily. Now time about World Cup action for Thursday, 8 a.m. Eastern time, Uruguay and South Korea.
Yeah, this is a very interesting match, especially in a crucial match as well for Uruguay because they're playing South Korea, and the other two teams in the group, Portugal and Ghana, are playing right after them. So Uruguay, they need to win this one against Ghana are theoretically the weakest team in the group, but I think that South Korea are the weakest team in this group because Ghana, they already have a very quite solid roster, and it was infused with 3-4 very, very good players in the last year or so, where they're now eligible to play with Team Ghana. So South Korea are, I think, they're the weakest team in this group, and Uruguay, they know that, and they're gonna want to start this World Cup with a win. So. However, I don't like the prices on Uruguay win. They're dropping by the minute, so I'm not really sure where to go there in terms of sides. But one thing I know for sure is that they have a really strong offensive line. They have Darwin Nunez, who was recently bought by Liverpool, and he's a very talented player, just 23 years old. But they also have Luis Suarez, 35 years old, and Cavani, also 35 years old. They an aging side. There is at least half of that roster is over 30 years old, mid-30s or more, and I think this their last chance to make a deep run. So Luis Suarez is gonna start they're gonna use probably 2 center forwards. One is Darwin Nunez, the other one is gonna be Suarez. Suarez is at the dawn of his career, his last World Cup, and he's gonna wanna leave his mark. So I like Luis Suarez to score anytime at plus 170. Really nice price.
All right, Paul, let's find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Get his best bets there. World Cup action here for Thursday. We've got Uruguay and South Korea. He likes Luis Suarez to score the return plus 170. All right, you guys are tuned in to Soccer Picks. Join us here Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications, be live with us. Get these picks in real time to get the best numbers with these plays. Let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily. Next up, World Cup action Thursday here, 11 a.m. Eastern time. We have Portugal taking on Ghana.
Yeah, well, Ghana, as I said before, they're a tricky side. They can cause problems, but this is a match where I do see Cristiano Ronaldo scoring. My play is Ronaldo to score anytime at plus 110. There's several reasons for that. His ego is, massive. We've all learned that over the years, and he recently had a mutual termination of his contract with Manchester United. Things were not working out for him. His ego was just too big for that club. I'm not sure where he's gonna gonna, where he's gonna go next. But right now he's a free agent, the only free agent in the World Cup as well, and he's this is the first match of the World Cup of the group stage. He scored in, I think, 4 previous World Cups, and he's just looking to break many records. And of course, the fact that he's gonna want to showcase himself, because again, as I said, he's a free agent, and there's a transfer window on January, just 1 month after this World Cup. So I'm sure everybody knows what he's capable of, but I think he's going to want to prove himself. So I like the prices on Cristiano Ronaldo to score anytime against Ghana at plus 110.
All right, going into business for himself. Cristiano Ronaldo looking for a club. Here we go. World Cup action for Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Portugal and Ghana. He likes Ronaldo to score the return, plus 110. All right, you guys are tuned to Soccer Daily. Join us here Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern Time. If you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Let's continue on here with the show. It's now time for Pick 5 from our 5-pack, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. The late game, Brazil and Serbia.
Well, this is going to be an interesting match, and it would be even more interesting if Serbia weren't missing their top scorer and one of their best, actually their best forward, Alexander Mitrovic. However, they do have a lot of talent there, but I'm going to stand on a player prop in this match. I'm going to take Neymar to score anytime at plus 107. We usually see in big tournaments like this, there is a weird connection between the top, or those who are perceived as the top players. When one player scores, then all the others follow. So we saw Lionel Messi score the other day, and now it's actually the duo of Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo has been very consistent in that. Whether it's on club level or national team level, we see whenever Argentina and Portugal, for example, they have matches really close to one another, you see Messi scoring in the first match and then Ronaldo scores, because they wanna they have egos. They want to prove that they're the best in the world. So we have this weird connection between all the big players. And even if that wasn't the case, Brazil, they're expected to be the top favorites to win the World Cup. Neymar is one of the top favorites to win the Golden Boot. I'm not sure that he will, but in this case against Serbia, I think that he'll find ways to hurt the Serbian defense, which is not the best out there. And they just have a leaky defense. And Neymar, he's been playing much better this year. He's growing up, and he's done. He was a really weird player. His personality was really weird, but he's now getting serious because again, his career is slowly coming to an end. In the next 3, 4, 5 years, he's probably gonna stop playing. So he's experienced. He plays very seriously, and I do think he's gonna have a really strong World Cup. So in this case against Serbia, I like Neymar to score anytime at plus 107.
All right, Paul, let us find his best bets at Tony'sPicks.com. World Cup action here for Thursday. We've got Brazil and Serbia. He likes Neymar to score the return plus 107. All right, you guys are tuned to Topics Daily. Join us here Monday through Friday at 2:15 Eastern Time. And before we get to the recap, Paul, I want you to let everybody know what you got going on over at Tony'sPicks.com, as we're right into the group stages here, early rounds here of the World Cup. Still a lot of tournament left to go here. And of course, they're doing great work in the best bets. We got the action for Friday as well, Thursday, I should say. And of course, we got your great package up there for the World Cup. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Okay, I have 2 plays. My best bets, really, guys, it's one of the sides. It's for Friday. It's a side bet. And the other one is tomorrow. It's a play on the totals. These are the 2 plays that I've loaded. I also have one play for Saturday, but I think there's going to be more plays on Saturday. I'm going to turn them into a 3-pack. I'll price it probably $30, so you get just 3 picks for $30, $10 per play. That's an awesome deal. You can make the money, right after when you bet these plays.
That's right, guys. I get on board with Paul over at Tony's Picks. Best bets on the board right now from the World Cup. Paul's got a best bet total here on right now up on the board, as well as a Friday 8 a.m. early Eastern, $15 premium pick side bet. Get on board there. But of course, your best value instead of buying these plays individually is getting it on board with Paul's World Cup package here. All the games included, all rounds as well. It's affordably priced at $199. Get all of Paul's premium plays here from the World Cup, and of course, Also included there are late steam plays. Should Paul can enter any play between 10 minutes and 2 hours before start time, that play will be emailed directly to your email box. Only the late steam's that, but in the regular members, you just, for the regular premium plays, you just log in. But the late steam plays are also included here on all of these packages in yellow, which are the long-term passes. And of course, the World Cup pass right now, $199. You're great value right now. So go ahead and get signed up. You could use a promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off. That takes off a significant amount, $40 off that price when you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Paul's page by clicking the link you see in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and then of course you'll land right here, right on Paul's page. Scroll down to the bottom left, you'll see the World Cup full package. Get signed up, and don't forget that promo code TonyT at checkout to save the 20% off. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Daily here. Joined by Paul Agueros. Paul, it is now time for the recap.
Okay, these are all plays for Thursday, starting with the 5 a.m. match between Switzerland and Cameroon. First play there is taking the draw at plus 240, and the safer way to play this is taking the under 2.25 goals at minus 112. Moving on to Uruguay versus South Korea on 8 a.m. Eastern, we're going to take Luis Suarez to score at plus 170. Really nice price there. World Cup on Thursday again, 11 a.m. Eastern, Portugal versus Ghana. We're going to side with Cristiano Ronaldo to score any time at plus 110. And Brazil versus Serbia on 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to take Neymar to score any time at plus 107.
There you go. Paul goes with this 5-pack here on our show, Soccer Daily. Guys, if you're looking for his best bets, remember to visit Tony'sPicks.com and get signed up right now and get that World Cup package right now. $199. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off. That knocks $40 off that price. So go ahead and get signed up. You can access Paul's page by clicking the link here you see in the description. The All Cappers tab, look for Paul's name, click it, and going ahead and getting signed up. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition of Soccer Daily. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, set notifications. We want you guys live with us to get the best numbers from our picks. That's going to do it for the show today. We'll be back tomorrow with more World Cup picks from Paul. We're going to go ahead and wave goodbye, guys. You guys